arcade went up. We know what the cabinet is. Killer instinct. People had questions, but do they matter? Let's hit you with a disclaimer.
This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. Well, we have a statement from Arcade One Up. Mr. John D came back up, but we're going to ask some relevant questions here when it comes to business. Guys, I have no dog in this fight. I don't hate Arcade One Up. It's not that I'm a super fan or anything like that. Do I like arcade cabinets? Yes. Do I think these are convenient? Yes. For a lot of people, they are. Are they the best quality? No. Could they be overpriced? Absolutely, according to my checkbook anyway. But I'm not the one who matters here. You know, let's look at this from Mr. Krabs' point of view, right? And this is an analogy that I use a lot when explaining simple business principles. Somebody has to look under the purpose, for the purse, I'm sorry. Somebody has to look after the purse, and somebody needs to look after the health of the company. And the purpose of a company is to make money, to sell you products, as many as they can, at the most advantageous price possible, right? And that's exactly what you want to do. And you want, when it comes to promotion, you want to spend the least amount of money, and you want expendable assets. You don't want to be the one out there banging your own drum, right? We've learned that not only from, John D, but also from Tommy Tallarico in the past. Let's hear a bit about the statement that he made here regarding
and there you have it. Okay, but seriously, I do want to take this time to apologize to the community.
He's reading here. That's good.
I haven't been around.
That's actually good.
And there's a reason for that. I went onto some streams and pretty much made assumptions that were incorrect, which undermines a lot of the hard work, with our partners, and made stuff hard on not just internally and externally. So I just want to promise that I'll improve on that.
All right, guys. This video is not to dunk on him or anything like that. It's about what you can learn. If you are in this position in a company, you don't want to be out there facing the camera. If you like being in front of the camera, be in PR. Don't take a role within your company that affects your company negatively if you're going to misspeak or do stuff like this. When you're out there, you can't have boys on YouTube. Even if they are your friends, your main responsibility is towards the company. And when you're out there making all these kinds of statements, you might get yourself in trouble and end up making apology videos like Mr. John D here. And I liken to Jerry Jones and the Cowboys, right? I'm a Cowboys fan. But we don't have championships because Jerry Jones wants to be in the spotlight. And he's not a very good general manager, right? Oh, man, I miss Jimmy Johnson. But anyway, guys, you have to step back. You have to choose. What do you want your role to be? Do you want to be in the spotlight, right? Do you want to be in PR, or do you want to be head of a company? Because if you want to be the head, then you need to hire somebody else out, because whatever you say can and will be held against you in the public court of opinion, right? And that's what happened to him here. So, just choose. There's so many ways to do this easier. There's so many YouTubers out there that I can think of that are pro Arcade One Up, that have the gift to gab, that all you have to do is give them a cabinet, give them 12 cabinets a year. If your landed cost by cabinet is $150, that's $1,300. That's really cheap for advertising, guys. And what you do is you find the friendliest YouTuber out there to your product, tell them what the message that you want to put out there is, and if anybody turns you down, as we say, find somebody that is friendlier to your business model, right? To your company vision. That's exactly what you do. Because some YouTubers will tell you, you know what, I'm going to say what I'm going to say. And that's fair, but you're not getting free cabinets. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles, man. But they're disposable assets, right? They are the SpongeBobs out there because they want to promote your products because they want the clicks. Remember when SpongeBob showed up to work and he was paying Mr. Krabs to work? That's exactly what you want. And if they misspeak something about your message, you can throw them right under the bus and get yourself some new YouTubers. It's pretty easy, guys. It's not hard, right? Now, let me get back to the business model here and the cabinets that people were complaining about, mainly Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and the NFL Blitz. What's the purpose of a company? Is to sell products, right? And if you're selling out, what's the problem? What's the problem? There isn't any if you're, thinking about the money, right? Now, this is not to say that the observations by many, many YouTubers out there are irrelevant or not correct. They might be, right? But the public is speaking with their wallets, and they're telling you they just don't give a shit. They're buying these anyway, right? And that's the gist of the problem here, guys. If you think, if you're thinking these people don't know what's going on, you're absolutely incorrect. Especially to the layperson that doesn't know about manufacturing, they think that quality is the end-all, be-all, right? If you're in quality, you determine whether that product goes out or not. That's not the case, right? Quality may stop a product. Quality absolutely knows. These people that are working on these cabinets, they absolutely know the state of everything. But somebody made the decision to ship. Why? Because it's before Christmas. Yeah, that's not a secret. You want to get them out there. And I think a lot of the critics are underestimating how many people like just buying these to upgrade them, right? They're just buying them to fix them, and they're buying them with the knowledge that they know that they're not right, and they enjoy the process of upgrading them. Go look at many of the videos. I mean, I went to go look, and the reason I'm pulling up this page is because when I was looking at people with their cabinets, they were saying, yeah, there's wrong with this, but this is what I'm going to do to it. They were more excited about fixing whatever the issue they thought it was than they were upset about something being wrong, right? And, people like upgrading stuff. And I think the market out there for this is bigger than they even think. If anything, they should, capitalize on it and sell some blank cabinets. Can you imagine, right? I mean, this is for business is great. Look, I'm going to sell you something that's incomplete, right? It doesn't completely work, but you get to fix it. And here's the best part. You get to pay for it too. Would you buy a car like that? But that business model is genius, right? It is, because what's the problem? Can I buy an arcade one up right now at Best Buy? No, I can't. What about Walmart? Can I order it there? No, I can't. So it's sold out. So what's the problem? I'm selling them out. What's the problem, right? I can get one, but I have to go to the scalper and buy it for $780. Again, where's the problem? There's not even open boxes. One of the ways I track whether a product is successful or not is I go look to see if there's any open boxes for discounts. That's what I've been doing with these cabinets to see if I can get something, fairly cheap that I can fix. Because I'd like to buy one to fix, but not at retail price, not for $600. Hell no. But there's people that are doing it, and they're paying it, and it is what it is, guys. So if it's not broken, why fix it? So if you're criticizing the cabinets out there, of course, it's perfectly reasonable saying, hey, this says that it's going to be online. But people are not returning them. They're not that unhappy. As a business owner, I'm not going to do anything until it starts hitting my pocketbook, until I start getting returns. Right? That's when it's going to cost me, and that's when I'll fix it. Just like the red ring of death back in the day. Xbox did something about it because it started costing them money. They had to fix it, and then they paid a bundle. But that's not the case here. The case here is even more wonderful. Yeah, it's screwed up. I know it's screwed up, and I'm going to fix it, and I'm going to spend even more money fixing it. And, it is what it is. So can I buy one of these here, a Blitz? Do they have any returns that I can purchase? No. How about open boxes over here on Best Buy? Do they have any open boxes? No. So what's the problem? If you're going to buy them anyway, And that doesn't mean that the observations by the critics aren't correct. But if you're going to ask me as Mr. Krabs, right, and you're going to tell me, hey, we need to spend overtime, we need to do this and that and the other to fix these right away and do this and that and the other. And I'm thinking, well, yeah, I'm going to fix them, but I'm not spending any overtime. Why would I do that? They're selling out. What's the problem? It's awesome, guys. I'm just trying to give you another perspective. I'm not saying that I'm completely right about these things. I don't know what the goings on in the company behind the scenes are, right? But this would be just like anything else, right? Just like anything else. If I'm making hammers, right? And if I'm a quality manager and I think these hammers, the balls of the hammers, let's say, are not to print. They're not to the quality that I feel they should be, right? And my boss says, ship them because they're just going to be hammering nails. They don't care about the balls. Then we ship them. My responsibility is to stop the shipment before it goes out if it has anything wrong. And my boss's responsibility is to make as much money as he can. And if nobody gives a shit about the back ball of a hammer, then we're going to ship those hammers and make a shitload of money. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Until people start returning these cabinets, you're not going to see any difference at all because they're selling out. And a lot of people are saying they won't buy them, but somebody's buying them. And they don't care about any of the issues that people are bringing up. All right, guys, I hope I gave you something to think about. A little bit different perspective of what you see out there. Just looking at it from a business point of view. If it ain't broken and they're selling out, and even if it is broken and they're selling out, the solution is the same. Keep on doing what you do. Take care.